All right, welcome back. In this part, we're going to be taking those categories that we have now sent over from our Google Sheet, and we're going to be putting them into these category dropdowns. So let's go back over to our code. I'm going to remove this console log. Actually, you know what? I'll leave the console log there for right now, and go ahead and just build from there. The first thing we want to do is we want to get the platform that we are using, and with jQuery we can do that super easily. We'll just call it, and I think I'm using ID. So that's going to be this select box here, ID of platform. We want to get the value, and we're only interested in the categories for that value. And you know what, I'm realizing something here too. I gave each of these ID of category. You can't do that in HTML. I'm going to call this class, and that'll actually work better for us. You can only have, everything is supposed to, all IDs are supposed to be unique. So to call all of those categories, if you saw me code that out in a previous video and you realized that, you probably hate me for that, but I saw it and fixed it. So there we go. They've all got the class of category, and that's going to help us actually to give them values here in a minute. Now I'm going to declare another variable called elements, and this is going to be a little bit complicated. I'm going to use the object.keys to actually get all of the, because what we're sending back is an object of arrays. This right here is an object. Those curly braces mean object, and those square braces mean arrays. So we actually want to get the keys out of the object, and we're going to pass in the response with the variable platform property, right? So if we have mobile selected, we are looking at the mobile values. If we have web selected, we're looking at the web values. So I'm passing platform in there. I'm going to space down one, but notice I didn't put a semicolon. It's all chained together. And now I'm going to map the keys. So each individual key is going to get mapped, returned into this array of elements. Is going to be an array of elements. So now I'm going to return, and I'm actually going to try, so these are not regular quotes. They are, I guess they're called backticks. On most keyboards, they are above the tab button, the far left side of your keyboard. And that's actually an ES6 templated string, which is going to allow us to kind of combine strings and variables into one big happy family. I think it will work in index.html, but we will find out. It would be really nice if it works, because I really like using the modern, ES6 format. And you'll notice the color coding isn't quite right here, and that's just because Google hasn't caught up to the modern JavaScript. So the way we can actually access those variables now is with the $, curly braces, and then you can put that variable right in there. And so I'm going to do that in both of these locations. So for every key, it's going to return an option into the elements, and then we're going to use jQuery again. We're going to grab those category classes, and we're going to append that array of elements. And I think that should give us exactly what we want. All right, and after a little bit of a lag there, that's exactly what we've got. We've got all of those mobile categories available to us. Perfect. Well, what happens when we change up here, mobile and web? Well, let's go back in and refactor our code a little bit so that when we change this, we get the different variables. So to do that, I'm gonna declare a main function, and I'm gonna declare a function change platform. Now I'm gonna take this function here, and that's gonna become our main. Let me indent everything correctly. We'll leave change platform for this little second here, and I'm going to put main in here. Now, change platform, I'm going to put that response, or actually we'll just call it categories, and I'm going to copy from here. Let's paste it right on in and indent everything correctly. And now we're going to remove this and put in change platform. And let's see. Let's make sure that everything is still working. And the reason for that error, not loading, is because I changed the variable here, but then I didn't change it everywhere else. So let me go ahead and do that. Definitely very important to make sure your variable names are all aligned. So now everything is still working perfectly. In the next video, I'm going to go ahead and set it up so that we can change the mobile and web platforms, and will be reflected by these categories, and we can change the number of dice on the screen. So stick around, and we'll be going over the JavaScript to accomplish that.